Good evening, everyone. Welcome to North Penn High School's 70th Commencement Ceremony, honoring the graduates of the class of 2025. My name is Kyle Hassler, and I'm the principal here at the high school. At this time, I ask that all of our guests in the stadium stand as you are able. Graduates, you are to remain seated, while cadets from our Air Force Junior ROTC present the colors of the United States of America and of the state of Pennsylvania. Once the cadets have presented the colors on stage, I will ask our graduates to stand for the national anthem. Graduates, please stand as you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps. The senior members of our chorus will sing the Star-Spangled Banner under the direction of Michael McCall. At the conclusion of the national anthem, please remain standing as the choir will sing the North Penn alma mater under the direction of Xander Garcia.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? As knights who in the olden times would pledge their loyalty to keep their honor shining and ever true to be, we entered here at North Penn High with hearts resolved to dare our noblest aim to bring to fame our alma mater fair.
Thank you, and please be seated as our senior singers return to their seats. Again, thank you and welcome to all family, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, and North Penn School District Board of Directors for joining us this evening as we celebrate the class of 2025 on this 17th day of June. First, given the nature of our dignified ceremony this evening, I ask that everyone refrains from celebrating the reading of individual graduates with whistles, noisemakers, or air horns, so that each graduate has the opportunity to hear his or her name in the honor of the great accomplishment we are celebrating this evening. The class of 2025 joins me in thanking you for your respect for all of our graduates. We will certainly have an opportunity to cheer and celebrate together after the reading of all of the names. Today, 1,064 students have earned and will receive their high school diplomas from the North Penn School District. This class has achieved so many amazing accomplishments that listing them all would take us all night. But graduates, please take some time tonight to look around and appreciate the accomplishments of you and your classmates. Over the past 13 years, you have been incredible classmates, teammates, and friends. I want to take a few minutes to talk to you, North Penn class of 2025, about the amazing individuals that you are and give a few words of advice and encouragement for your future. As I look out at all of you, I'm not seeing just graduates in caps and gowns. I see leaders, innovators, caregivers, artists, athletes, and trailblazers. But more than that, I see a community. That is what has defined the class of 2025 from the very beginning. Your unwavering commitment to one another and the uplifting culture you've built together. In a time when so much around you has felt uncertain, you chose to lead with kindness. You chose to support rather than compete, to celebrate differences rather than fear them. You created a high school experience where students felt seen, valued, and safe to be themselves. That doesn't happen by accident. That takes courage, intention, and a shared belief that we are stronger when we lift each other up. Throughout these halls, I've seen moments, big and small, where your class showed up for each other. Whether it was a quiet word of encouragement, a packed auditorium cheering for a performance, or rallying around a classmate in need, you've demonstrated that success isn't just about individual achievement. It's about collective strength. You've taught us that true greatness isn't measured by GPAs or trophies, but by character, empathy, and how you treat those around us. Your class has been the heart of this school, setting a tone of respect, inclusion, and optimism that has impacted everyone at North Penn. You've modeled what it means to be a community that doesn't just coexist, but thrives together. And now, as you stand on the threshold of what comes next, college, careers, the military, or paths still being discovered, I want you to remember this: the future is not something to fear. It is something to shape. And if your time at North Penn has shown us anything, it's that you are more than ready. You are entering a world that desperately needs your voice, your creativity, and your compassion. I have every confidence that you will meet that moment, not just with ambition, but with the same integrity and heart that you brought with you this day. So class of 2025, take everything you've learned here, the friendships, the lessons, the laughs, the late nights, the breakthroughs, and the setbacks, and carry them forward. Keep building the kind of world you built inside of this school. Keep showing up for each other. Keep believing in yourselves and each other. Because if the world is watching, and I believe that it is, it will be lucky to watch you lead. On behalf of the entire staff of North Penn High School, we are proud of you, we are inspired by you, and we will always be cheering you on. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future is yours. Go make it brilliant. Now I would like to introduce the president of the North Penn School District Board of Directors, Ms. Kathy McMurtry, as she offers her congratulatory remarks on behalf of the board. Please join me in welcoming Ms. McMurtry.
Good evening, everyone. It's truly an honor to be here this evening to share in the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. So I wrote you all a letter, and it goes like this. Dear students, today marks the culmination of not just 4 years of high school, but 13 years of growth, grit, and perseverance. From those first tentative steps onto the kindergarten playground to this proud moment in your cap and gown, you have continually shown up for yourselves. You have embraced challenges, adapted to change, and pushed through obstacles. You've made it here because you've committed to being present, even on the tough days, and that is truly something to celebrate. But this milestone is just your beginning. As you take your next steps into the world, whether it's a career, whether it's college, the military, or another path, remember this: the most important person you can ever show up for is yourself. Invest in your passions, stand up for your values, pursue your dreams with the same determination that got you to this very special moment. Life will throw its share of curveballs, and there will be moments when the path forward seems so unclear. In those times, remember the lessons you've learned over the past 13 years, that consistency, resilience, and self-belief are powerful forces. So as you walk off this stage and into your future, keep showing up. Show up for your goals, show up for your communities, and most importantly, show up for the person you are becoming. So on behalf of the entire school board, which we're all here this evening to celebrate you and participate, congratulations, we wish you all the best. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Next, you will hear from 4 student speakers. The first student speaker is our valedictorian for the class of 2025, William Achilles Shue. William will be followed by our salutatorian, Haley Schweitzer. You will then hear from Alana Wynn, who was selected to speak by a committee of teachers through an application process. Finally, you will hear from Rachel Lynn, your senior class president. Please join me in welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Mr. William Achilles Shue.
Hello, class of 2025. First off, I want to congratulate you all on graduating. It has been a long and winding journey, but we finally made it here today. And although each of us has walked a different path to get here, we should all be immensely proud of having reached this common final destination. Whether it be the countless hours spent before or after school at our various practices, rehearsals, and club meetings, or having to clock in for a 6-hour shift after an already draining day, or all of those post-midnight cramming sessions for APs and critical papers. Each and every one of you has made innumerable sacrifices and have poured out your entire mind, body, and spirit for this very cap and gown. However, we did not accomplish this alone. In fact, we couldn't have gotten here today without the amazing people who have guided us through life thus far. To enduring friendships since elementary school, to new friends we made this year, to all the teammates and peers whom we've shared arduous struggles and triumphant victories, to spontaneous lunch tables filled with adventures and laughter, to all the inspiring teachers and staff at North Penn, to all our incredible coaches, shout out Coach Warner, Coach Cal, and Coach Jones, and finally, to our loving and nurturing parents who have been with us since day one. I want to express my sincerest gratitude. Let's give them a round of applause. In a world of facades and superficialities, it is imperative to foster genuine relationships moving forward. A true friendship extends further than just stocks, sports, and gossip. A true friend is someone you can confide in 100% of the time with anything. Someone you would enthusiastically divulge the deepest recesses of your soul to. I hope that during your time at North Penn, you're able to find at least one person like this. If not, look earnestly and relentlessly for them. And once you've found them, be sure to hold on to them tightly, for they will accompany you for the entirety of your life. As my favorite author, Fyodor Dostoevsky, says, "It's life that matters, nothing but life. The process of discovering, the everlasting and perpetual process, not the discovery itself. Life truly isn't about the wealth or the accomplishments, but it is about the journey and the people you share it with. So, stay curious, embrace the process, and never stop learning, for once you stop learning, you start dying." And finally, it is impossible for us to know exactly where we will be or what we will encounter in these next few years. But know this, each and every one of you has the strength, the mental fortitude, and the wisdom to tackle whatever lies ahead. As the notorious Conor McGregor once said, "If you can see it in your mind and have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen." I want to congratulate you all once again on this amazing accomplishment. Thank you, and may God bless you all. I will now welcome up your salutatorian, Haley Swider.
Hi everyone, my name is Haley Swider, and I am beyond honored to be speaking as your salutatorian today. I want to begin by giving a big thank you to my teachers, my friends, and especially my parents for supporting me in every step of my journey. And thank you to Mr. Hassler, Dr. Bauer, Mr. Boy and Mrs. Shoppy, Mr. Fluck and Mrs. Marino, and the North Penn School Board for putting together a wonderful graduation ceremony. First and foremost, I want to speak directly to my fellow classmates. Class of 2025, we are about to take on a journey we never thought would come. Now, for those who don't know me, I've always been a math person. So I want to quickly run through some numbers. You have spent over 14,000 hours confined within the walls of a classroom for this very moment. You've spent probably about 800 hours doing homework or studying for tests, 300 hours driving to and from school, and 1,600 minutes waiting in line at the cookie corner. And after the blood, sweat, and tears of AP exams, finals, and SATs, you made it here. And you probably feel like this today, right here. This is finally your moment. But what if I told you that it's not? I want to pause for a moment to tell a short anecdote. Classic grad speech, I know. So a few months ago, I read about a scientist who conducted an experiment with fleas. He put a bunch of fleas in a glass jar, and the fleas jumped right out and went along their way. But then, the scientist put the same fleas in the same jar and closed the lid. And what did they do? Well, they jumped up, hit their head on the lid, and fell back down. And they jumped up, hit their head on the lid, and fell back down. And they jumped again and again and again. After about 2 weeks, the scientist finally unscrewed the lid. And the fleas? Well, they jumped up, hit their head on an imaginary lid, and fell right back down. And here's the sad part. Those fleas are going to die in that jar. But then the scientist tried something else. He added one new flea to the jar, and that flea jumped right out and went along his way. The other fleas, they watched it happen, and they freed themselves and jumped out of the jar too. Class of 2025, today is not your moment. No, today is the day that your life begins. Today is the day that the glass jar opens. It is up to you to jump out. And if you're a little nervous, that's okay. You have 1,000 of your bestest friends right here in this stadium tonight to take this big step with you. My fellow peers, your moment will come, and it will come well after you jump out of the jar. It will come when you get married, or buy your first house, or get your first full-time job. Today is the day that your life begins. Today, it is up to you to jump out into this big, beautiful world in front of us and to take advantage of every moment that the wonderful journey called life has to offer. I want to take us back to kindergarten for a moment and leave you with a quote from Dr. Seuss. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, class of 2025. Jump out of the jar. And now for your selected speaker, Alana Wynn.
Good afternoon to the staff, families, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Today marks the end of one road and the beginning of another. But before we rush ahead, I want to talk about something that we all know way too well. Something that we're going to dread leaving today. I'm going to talk about the parking lot. I know, you know the one I'm talking about. The bell rings at 2:12, and all of a sudden, you're in a sea of brake lights and all of us trying to escape North Penn's parking lot before the absolute wave of school buses come. You inch forward, glance in that little rearview mirror, and pray. Pray that someone lets you merge in. It's frustrating, chaotic, and sometimes even a little hopeless. But no matter how bad it gets, there's only one direction out. Forward. One slow move at a time. Sound a little bit familiar? Because that is exactly what high school has felt like. There were days we stalled, moments we felt stuck, and times we seriously wondered if we would ever make it out. So maybe that moment came for you when you were staring at that blank Google Doc at 12 a.m. Or showing up to class after having a rough night, pretending that we were fine. Quiet battles that no one else saw, but still, we kept going. For me, one of those stuck moments came during the infamous stress of junior year. I had just bombed a test, and I remember sitting in my car staring at that big windshield. While everyone else was pulling around me, I just stood there. But eventually, I turned the key, I moved forward, even just a little, and sometimes that's all we could do, and we did it. But no matter how messy it gets, there's only one direction out. Forward. And along the way, we learned something important. That little rearview mirror, it is small for a reason. It is there to glance back, to remember where we have been, the late nights, the losses, the laughter, the teachers who lifted us, and the classmates who challenged us, and the setbacks that had made us stronger. Now the windshield, it is huge, because what is ahead is so much greater than what is behind us. We cannot change the past, but we can choose not to be defined by it. Our struggles, our mistakes, they are not the full story. They are just chapters in a much bigger book that we are still trying to write. So sure, the road ahead might have some detours, potholes, or maybe even a huge Cybertruck Tesla in the way of the road. But after everything we've navigated, we know how to drive through uncertainty. We know how to keep going, even when the road isn't clear. But before I end this speech, I must look into my own rearview mirror, because the truth is, I didn't get here alone. I want to dedicate this part of my speech to the people who made me who I am today. Thank you to my cousins for being my foundation. Thank you to my sister, Olivia, who is my built-in best friend. But most importantly, thank you to my dad, Ty Wynn. He actually doesn't even know I'm speaking today, so hello. My father left everything behind, all for a future he could barely imagine. He came for me so I could dream freely, so I could live a life that he was never even able to hope for. He carried the weight of our futures without ever complaining. He gave up his own dreams so I could have mine. Bah, my work ethic and my determination, that is all you. Every door I open, every goal that I reach, it is yours too. I am who I am because of you. And I hope that the life you built from sacrifice is something that you are so proud of. So thank you, Ba. I love you so much. So when you're in that parking lot waiting about an hour to leave today, look in that rearview mirror with your family. Remind yourself that that rearview mirror taught us who we were. Now the windshield, it shows us who we can become. Let's go find out, class of 2025. And if you see me out there, don't forget to honk. Congratulations. Now, presenting our class president, Rachel Lynn.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, loved ones watching online, and most importantly, fellow graduates. Class of 2025, we made it. I am Rachel Lynn, and I've had the honor of being this year's senior class president. Wow, this is the first time since sophomore orientation that we've all been together in the stadium. So much has changed over the last 3 years. We learned our way around the high school, made new friends, and created many new memories. We grew as future adults as we discovered a little bit more of who we are and experienced the many firsts and many lasts of high school. First time driving ourselves to school, last time in the same school as some of our friends, first time navigating the e-pod clog, and last time buying frozen yogurt from the cookie corner. If you asked me at the start of high school, do you see yourself giving a speech at graduation or being in class also, I would have quickly said no to both. Both will fall outside my comfort zone at the time. Over the past 3 years, I have stepped outside my comfort zone multiple times, like most of us here. I joined the track and cross country team, started a new club with my friends, and took classes that challenged me. I don't regret any of these steps. In fact, these steps have impacted me and shaped who I am and created the person standing in front of you today. Joining a sports team allowed me to make new friends and inspired me to be better than my past self. Starting the new club allowed me to experience leadership in a new way and have the opportunity to share something I am passionate about with others. Enrolling in difficult classes has taught me the valuable lesson that hard work and studying pays off in the long run. The largest step outside my comfort zone during high school is when I took a chance to become your class president. I decided to take this chance, knowing that it would be a journey of discovery or a lesson in managing the feat. Since becoming class president, it has not all been smooth sailing. Every time I have stepped outside my comfort zone, which has been multiple times, I've learned something new about myself and matured in many ways. I can confidently say that without all these different steps outside my comfort zone, I would not be the person I am today. As we venture off into this world on different paths, whether to college, trade school, the military, the workforce, or another amazing path, I would like everyone to step out of their own comfort zone. Try something new, possibly scary or exciting. Even something simple as saying, "Hi, how are you?" to someone new is a step outside a lot of people's comfort zones, but might make a difference into people's lives. Do not be afraid to let yourself take in what life has to offer. You never know what something is like until you experience it for yourself. Even if it's not in your norm, try it. You never know. You might just end up growing from the step, learning from it, or even making new friends from it. As Christopher Robin said in Winnie the Pooh, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Stepping outside your comfort zone forges you into the person you are meant to be. Think of ways you can step outside your comfort zone every day. Thank you. Congrats, class of 2025.
Thank you, Rachel, and thank you to all of our outstanding speakers this evening. We are proud of all of you. At this time, as we prepare to read the names of our graduates, I would like to ask a few of our senior class officers to join me on stage. Rachel Lynn, Miriam Hamig, Miranda Hull, and Gia Barbaria. Our senior class leaders will read the names of each graduate, and legacy photographers will take a picture of each graduate as they receive their diploma. I would like to ask our school board members and our home office secretaries to come to the front of the stage to help with the diploma distribution. I would also like to have Mrs. Megan Shoppy and Mr. Kenneth Boy, your assistant principals, Dr. Todd Bauer, our superintendent, Dr. Deanna Waters, assistant superintendent, and Dr. Pete Nicholson, director of secondary education, join me on stage. Now, if the first row of each section would please stand up and proceed toward the stage, we can begin the reading of the names. While the students are seated alphabetically, the rotating nature of the names means they will not be read in alphabetical order. All students will exit the stage at the 50-yard line. Listen carefully so you can see your graduate receive their diploma. At the conclusion of the reading of the names, I would ask that Mrs. Margaret Marino and Mr. John Fluck, our senior class advisors, come to the stage to read the names of the senior class officers and congratulate them for their hard work. Following the class officers, Mrs. Shoppy and Mr. Boy will read the names of those graduating in absentia and posthumously. Again, the class of 2025 joins me in asking that you refrain from emphatic celebration at the time each name is read. Each student deserves a chance to hear their name announced. With that, it is time to begin.
Ahmed Ayman Abdallah.
Monty Dutta.
Corellis B. Krellis.
Ava Grace Ratliff.
Kaya Nicole Abraham.
Jacob McGuire Early.
Benjamin Michael Coz.
Ian Frederick Schmidt Rausch.
Talina Margaret Acevedo.
Asiya Mohammed Al Sheikh.
Ethan Jacob Kwan.
Benjamin David Rawa.
Jenna Catherine Adamo.
Lena Hamid Al Fiki.
Kaden Juice Langenfeld.
Caitlin Christina Raschuti.
Sis Adams.
Lucas Adrian Ellis.
Emma Sky Lankin.
Alyssa Nicole Reed.
Madeline Rose Adarayan.
Mohammed Asif Elisi.
Savannah Joy Labani.
Abigail Rose Reach.
Nicholas Allen Adcock.
Matthew Abraham Ernackle.
Brendan Peter Lau.
Kaylee Jade Reichert.
Samina Efreen.
Alexander Erb.
Alyssa Ann Locken.
Maximilian Doe Riley.
Fatima Afroz.
Andrew Irvin.
Elise LaRue.
Hayden Michael Renner.
Cecilia Joy Ahart.
Caden Jacob Eschbach.
Ali W. Latifi.
Zachary Damian Morano Reyes.
Bibi A. Amadi.
Aiden Richard Eves.
Caldo Jacob Laubach.
Kilmer Raul Reyes Amaya.
Mohammed Ahmed.
Bridiker Alberto Evia Para.
Alyssa Kozana Lawrence.
Alexis Catherine Riccardi.
Ardita Asan.
Amanda Lopez Fabro.
Miranda Kate Lawrence.
Logan Paul Richardson.
Maimuna Ikhtar.
Tanvir Rahamid Fahim.
Julian Silas Lozalo.
James Tyrone Richburg Jr.
Miss Rubaya Ikhtar.
Madeline Rose Fakish.
Tiffany Han Lee.
Zachary Newton Riddler.
Tassin R. Elraz. Charles Joseph Lechner.
Leonardo Rivas.
Sumaya Alam.
Kimora Deshana Fajian.
Austin Lee Michael.
Michael Eliud Rivera II.
Minatala T. Alanani.
Daniel Joseph Farmer.
Isabel Dawn Lee.
Sebastian William Rivera.
Cameron Joseph Albano.
Bella Marie Farrell.
Jacob Dogson Lee.
Katarine Nicole Rivera Lycona.
Laura Christine Albert.
Delaney Rose Faust.
Nicholas J. Lee.
Mia Catherine Roba.
Sergio Ariel Almendares Tercios.
Michelle Lynn Tracy Fazio.
Timothy Juan Lee.
Ariana Amaya Robinson.
Valentina Belen Altamirano Ramirez.
Stacy May Fagley.
Yoy Jonathan Lee.
Eder Arani Rodriguez.
Gabriel James Altimus.
Kenneth Alexander Felton III.
Nicholas James Leach.
Julianis Denisa Rodriguez Ayala.
Junior Alvarado.
Camila Zoe Fernandez.
James Francis Lee Gates.
Julianis Enid Rodriguez Ayala.
Marlon Antonio Alvarez Santos.
Johnny Anwar Farrell.
Leanne Carol Layton.
Fernando Rodriguez Castellanos.
Christina Haben On.
Anye Leon Farroa.
Alyssa Marie Lentz.
Naya Jasmine Rowland.
Kafayat Anam.
Madeline Tessa Fiore.
Adam Skylo Lona.
Catherine Joe Romanowski.
Neil Joseph Anand.
Janlyn Marie Fisher.
Max Cutlow Lavin.
Braden William Rosenbluth.
Taylor Christine Anderson.
Nathaniel Russell Fitzgerald.
Janaya Marie Lewis.
Evan Rossica.
Lena Rachel Andrews.
Cassidy Greer Flanagan.
Xavier Robert Lewis.
Fiona Lynn Rowe.
Faria Raheem Ansari.
Gabriel Luther Fletcher.
Jonathan Lynn.
Sean A. Royal Jr.
Kyle Akias.
Ronaldo Flores.
Kaya Molly Linneman.
Ashley Ruiz.
Julian Reynard Archer.
Abigail Evelyn Flynn.
Sergio Alejandro Ladonna Angel.
James Walter Rupp.
Madison Brielle Archer.
Adam Foley.
Dylan Edwin Long.
Sierra Grace Rooser.
Colleen Angela Arena.
James Folan.
Jaden Michael Long.
Angelica Lisa Maria Rushing.
Evelyn Sanchez Arita.
Hannah Ellis Fallis.
Justin Alice Long Jr.
Maya Simone Ruvalo.
Raphael Botros Armenius.
J. Logan Ford King.
Cristoforo Lopiccolo.
Yasmin Amr Sad.
Lauren Elise Arney.
Azarius Eli Fortison.
Anna Marie Destiny Lopez.
Milton Ariel Sainez Argueta.
Jack C. Arnold V.
Brian Christopher Francis.
Osman Jose Lopez Marcos.
Taylor Christina Sago.
Tasneem Hawk Arpon.
Tashika Fernell.
Malia Lopez Sanguero.
Ashley Anai Salazar.
Maria Magdalena Arqui Sateris.
Logan Jacob Frost.
Lindsay Anika Liu.
Sarah Mohammed Salem.
Adam Russell Arrington.
Amenhotep Gabriel Fuentes Lopez.
Trevor Timothy Lugera.
Caitlin Elizabeth Sally.
Aiden Christopher Atkinson.
Ryan Scott Gadd.
Raquel Maria Lugero.
Emmy Irene Salmon.
Elizabeth Nee Owl.
Ahmad Adel Gade.
Jonathan Fernando Luzales.
Jason Manuel Sanchez.
Nathan Tanaw.
Alpha Gamby.
Madison Page Mack.
Cal Dwayne Lewis Sanders.
Jessica Nega Awad.
Natalie Ray Gamel.
Vanessa Lynn Mack.
Moses Santos.
Adelina Elizabeth Azaretto.
Sophia Gao.
Adam Thomas McNair.
Choithi Sarker.
Adam Francis Azul.
Gabrielle Victoria Garbra.
Manath Janes Kumar Mahida.
Sarah Sarwan.
Joanne Susan Babu.
Alexander Isadora Garcia.
Ria Vimal Kumar Mahida.
Tamim Wasif Sawardi.
Shaguna Molly Badon.
Isa Marie Garcia Trigueros.
Afif Mahood.
Abigail Jean Sassman.
Ava Catherine Batinger.
Tavian Isaiah Garcia Navarro.
Fahed Udin Mahood.
Shlok Bharat Kumar Savalia.
Aiden Lehong Baker.
Aiden Douglas Gardner.
Madeline Peo McCarran.
Drew Rajesh Savalia.
Brady Leung Baker.
Hemant Garg.
Giovanna Madano.
Addison Lacey Saylor.
Ian Lawrence Belisa Lisa.
Joshua David Garrett.
Stay here. Go ahead.
Jose Madano Sanchez.
Lucas Anthony Saylor.
Caden Alston Ballantyne.
Nico Stephen Gatone.
Maya Rose Schluffman.
Dmitry Baltikov.
Kaja Sara Ghazi.
Daniel Henry Mallets.
Alyssa Renee Schleinkoffer.
Joseph Edward Aubrey Banks.
Julia Elizabeth George.
Aiden Kristen Mangle.
Spencer Glenn Thomas Schnell.
Bryce Andrell Barrett.
Mason Jerry Giandario.
Neil Basul Mansell.
Kirsten Alice Shoppy.
Zori Alina Capri Barrett.
Stephanie Brianna Gibson.
Castella Malabrala.
Helene Noel Schuler.
Nicholas Andrew Barufi.
Valana Marie Gilliam.
Yasmin Nicole Masial.
William Bradford Scholes.
Ashley Rain Barwis.
Anthony Fayaz Gurgis.
Karina Marescott.
Jackson Douglas Sherman.
Brian W. Bass Jr.
Isabella Marie Garana.
Amanda Emily Mockowitz.
Mason Alexander Skravonsky.
Jorshi Bastia.
Luke Merrick Giza.
Amanda Jane Mosden.
James Joseph Seaschultz.
Marla Bastia.
Marcus Erich Glazier.
Joshua James Martinell.
Deborah Yibin Saw.
Diego Jose Batista Carrera.
Jacob Fisher Goebel.
MD Masarafi Hawk.
Lamisha Farhana Shira.
Julia Noel Beaver.
Amar Rakesh Gadanya.
Joel Saji Madamana.
Nicholas Sharabis.
Elaine Grace Beck.
Nicholas Joseph Gopal.
Dean Anthony Mattiacci.
Nevin Robert Shaw.
Justin Garrett Beck.
Babia Manish Gohel.
Nicholas John Maxwell.
Savannah Rose Shear.
Abigail Talat Beckett.
Saif Mohammed Goma.
Michael Anthony McCall.
Delaney Shalinsky.
Shreya Bellum.
Sierra Alexis Gomez.
Ashley Rose McLaren.
Lena Shen.
Juan Diego Benavides.
Roman Franklin Gonzalez.
Addison Grace McCoy.
Macarius Schnuda.
Daniel Alex Bernhardt.
Tatiana Elizabeth Gonzalez.
Lauren McCoy.
Luke Edward Sherlock.
Savannah Ruth Balecki.
Logan Granger Otis Goodrich.
Aiden Michael McColligan.
Riley Elise Shields.
Kyle Derek Belinsky.
Kyle Lewis Gordon.
Jasmine McDonald Sudlow.
Ananya Schill.
Gabriel Michael Bishop.
Shane LaRue Gradwell.
Gianna Elaine McDonald.
Timothy Young Shin.
Sienna Jade Bistrek.
Jason Liam Graff.
Fane Joseph McElroy.
Malaya Raquel Shine.
Kennedy Blackwell.
Alana Carolyn Graham.
Lily Mariah McGee.
Sarah Elizabeth Shipley.
Amanda Elizabeth Blake.
Benjamin Michael Grattan.
Cameron Aaliyah McGraw.
Ibrahim H. Sharob.
Scott Thomas Blake.
Careless Andulis Grawfields.
Colin Joseph McKeefrey.
William Achilles Shu.
Madison Elizabeth Blankenberg.
Pia Cowell.
Tyden Alexander McLaughlin.
Talina Laurelyn Shustak Cardona.
Amelia Grace Bloor.
Julia Aaron Green.
Matthew James McLean.
Maya S. Simmons.
Ryan Joseph Bachlet.
Matthew Tyler Gregory.
Emily Joy McMenamin.
Miles Hayes Simmons.
Shannon Marie Bolognese.
Daniel Ryan Greer.
Laura Cassidy Medoff.
Dakshita Singh.
Nellie Marie Bolsinger.
Elizabeth Meg Griffin.
Dwayne Andrew Megason.
Heather Lynn Sissian.
Genevieve Sage Borchetti.
Christopher Martin Gringer Jr.
Diego Epitasio Magia.
Lily Paige Satoski.
Maurice Jamal Bowser Jr.
Lorenzo Guadalupe.
Guido Joseph Melnick.
Kevin Smagic.
Eric Ryan Boyce.
Jada Louisa John Doe.
Lucas Angelo Majuri.
Alexis Chanel Smart.
Deshaun Elijah Boykin.
Jaden Jude John Doe.
Christopher Michael Midwell.
Angelina Yuri Smith.
James William Boyle.
Sophia Basim Habib.
Sylvana Ajapi Michael.
Idris Malik Smith.
Patrick Michael Boyle Jr.
Lacey Jordan Haldman.
Leah Ray Mikulski.
Jaden Michael Smith.
Kevin Harrison Brace.
Paige Marie Haldman.
JC Ella Mill.
Ziana Danielle Smith.
Alexis Christine Bradica.
Carmine Anthony Hall.
Ryan N. Miller.
Ziana M. Smith Allen.
Danielle Ray Brash.
Leroy Patrick Hall III.
James Thomas Milligan.
Lucas James Snedeker.
Sadie Diana Bro.
Faith Elizabeth Holtman Buffy.
Havant Mills.
Christian Snell.
Carter Nathaniel Briggs.
Jagurtha Hameg.
Kisa Mizra.
Andrew Joseph Snellings.
Bruno Raymond Bernardich.
Leroyal Anthony Hammond.
Anthony Jacob Moon.
Timothy Michael Snyder.
Nino Joseph Bernardich.
Mahidi Hanan.
Maggie Grace Maloney.
Lily Grace Suarez.
Charlotte Grace Brody.
Christopher Michael Handley.
Malay Jatana Mongkon.
Isaac Wutak Son.
Michael William Brook.
Ashmit Hundu.
Vincenzo Anthony Montmo.
Hassan Magdi Abu Elazam Mahmoud Solomon.
Abigail Celicia Brown.
Maida Hawk.
Alan Moon.
Aaron Samir Russell Solis.
Hayden Christopher Brown.
Maisha Hawk.
Sophia Emily Mooney.
David Song.
Nicholas Anthony Bruno.
Shrikahari Krishna.
Autumn Elizabeth Mole.
Eugene Sungbin Song.
Brianna Emma Bryan.
Catherine Rose Harkins.
Patrick Brady Mole.
Megan Elizabeth Soul.
Logan Walker Bryan.
Sahini Brian Harrington.
Oven Xavier Morales.
Raymond Joseph Spurbeck.
Mallory Greer Buchanan.
Samantha Lynn Harris.
Francisco Moran.
Joseph Francis Sperry.
Marco J. Bushner.
Soleil Star Harris.
Evan Jason Mullis.
Thomas Michael Sprague.
Dipson Buddha Magar.
Brianna Alexis Harris Condata.
Mia Taylor Mullis.
Adam Frederick Stackelbeck.
Lisa Savannah Buters.
Nicholas Edward Hartman.
Lauren Mosley.
Kaisa Ling Stanley Erickson.
Cameron Mio Bullenhage.
Owen Paul Hartman.
Nathan James Moyle.
Anthony Lewis Stanton.
Olivia Bunch.
Lily T. Hartwell.
Thelma Eulogia Moiro.
Fajer Amani Steed.
Caden Taveda Bunkett.
Ryan Islam Hasid.
Thelma Eulogia Moyo.
Sadiq Amir Steed.
Jude Larson Burns.
Zachary Greg Hatstadt.
Serenity Leanne Mulford.
Lily Sophia Steen.
Megan Eileen Burns.
Anna Claire Hebner.
Caitlin Elizabeth Munnelly.
Sonia Diane Steph.
Regan Ari Burns.
Alex Heffler.
Abby Jean Murphy.
Gary Robert Stevens.
Sean Patrick Burns.
Kara Ann Hagee.
Maddox Teresa Murphy.
L. Logan Stern.
Calum Lucas Bussey.
Tameen Hilal.
Caden Joseph Miles.
Cameron Joseph Stevens.
Emily Rose Butler.
Ashlyn Nicole Hellman.
Kaylin Annalise Nagel.
Kira Denise Stevens.
Ethan Michael Butler.
Shafiq Hanady.
Jesse K. Nagra.
Rose Helen Stewart.
Isaac Joshua Butler.
Jose Emmanuel Hernandez Antonio.
Daniel Name.
Violet Ann Stewart.
Raylan Michelle Butterworth.
Alex Stu Hernandez Kuehler.
Isaiah James Nanthavong.
Grant Christian Stover.
Riley Laura Byrne.
Jalen Hernandez.
Elizabeth Grace Nardone.
Grace Stump.
Tyler Jordan Chiazzo.
Tamara Hirara Pereras.
Alpida Nath.
Jacob Matthew Sturgeon.
Gwyneth Arwen Lee Calaten.
Kaylee Lynette Herview.
Jade Love Navarro.
Justin Michael Sturgeon.
Dorothy Michelle Calhoun.
Brandon Ildago Pana.
Caitlin Marie Navarro.
Rudy Daniel Garcia.
Richard H. Campbell III.
Esla Sohil Hink.
Jose Alejandro Naz Fortes.
Jacob Vaughn Swartley.
Marco Samuel Kanika.
Gia Khan Nguyen Ho.
Anvi Kiwa Nigi.
Ariana Nicole Taggart.
Alani Danielle Canada.
Nathan John Honing.
Anya Nima.
Madison Susan Talley.
Julia Capasani Hughes.
Lucas Jonathan Hoffman.
Raiden James Newman.
Margot Tondune.
Marley Elizabeth Capel.
Callie Ann Holleran.
Davina Janoy Noy.
Nathan George Tantum.
Wilfredo Owen Cardona.
Madeline Elizabeth Holleran.
Elena Tran Wynn.
Grace Elizabeth Tarlow.
Luigi Cardone III.
Claire Elizabeth Hallsinger.
Anthony Wynn.
Italia Marie Tarlow.
Thomas Paul Carmody.
Leighton James Holt.
Balong Wynn.
Yusuf Tashkandi.
Liam Douglas Carpenter.
Madeline Page Hominy.
Dylan Ton Wynn.
Logan William Tecklin.
Eric Charles Carr Jr.
Joshua Kichan Hong.
Emily Anastasia Wynn.
Swarnima Thakur.
Victoria Rose Carr McCleary.
Catherine Horowitz.
Melissa T. Wynn.
Kristen T. Torman.
Jack Robert Carriger.
Maisha Mahia Hosan.
Paul Wynn.
Elsa Manuel Thomas.
Jessica Emily Carroll.
MD Nahim Hosan.
Rayana Nickens.
Josiah Aaron Allen Thomas.
Owen Charles Carey.
Nabil Hosan.
Alec Risto Nickick.
Logan Joseph Thomas.
Sarah Jean Kasser.
Rahad Hussein.
Kevin Gregory Knoll.
Beatrix Elise Thompson.
Olivia Grace Castle.
Jace Terry Howdyshell.
Ryan Benjamin Norman.
Raheem Bilal Thompson.
Eris Humberto Castro Marquez.
Connor Teague Howard.
Connor James Noddy.
Rebecca Lynn Thompson.
Ariana Faith Catalfano.
Eleanor Lynn Huber.
Amy Zulaya Nova Alcon.
Caden Paul Timblin.
Emma Faith Katniss.
Harris David Huntsberger.
Afani Alexander Wokolo.
Lena Marie Tonneson.
Julia Caroline Kavanaugh.
Sahira Nevaeh Hunt.
Megan Elizabeth O'Donnell.
Carl John Tobias II.
Sarah Elizabeth Kavanaugh.
Ryan Ekmo Hon.
Ryan Patrick O'Donnell.
Marshall Harrison Toomey.
Victoria Lynn Kavanaugh.
Izan Mohammed Hossein.
Logan Matthew O'Mara.
Mara Ann Tornetta.
Ciara Grace Cavaliers.
Henry Van Juan.
Daniel Hinswak O.
Alicia Ray Torres.
Isabella Joy Centeno.
Jennifer Huang.
Joshua Taeyong
Yetzi Torres Hernandez.
Srihari Nalan Chakravarti.
Adam J. Hyon.
Daniel A. Alabanji.
Michael Caden Townsend.
Frankie Yuhin Chan.
Matthew M. Hyon.
Amala Nicole Olds.
Michelle Denise Trader.
Nathan James Chappelle.
Abigail Paige Hyson.
Dakota Lee Olivo.
Andy Tran.
Johnson Charles.
Dimitri Peter Ilofsky.
Layla Rose Olivo Denny.
Mohammed Jean Michael Trayor.
Lucas William Chartrand.
Yadria Michelle Antonio Cruz.
Isaac David Olson.
Catherine Mary Trapani.
Anay Chattervedi.
Brenda Diana Epina Mature.
Ivy Smith Olson.
Manav Trivedi.
Ariana Rubina Marie Chavez.
Angelos Rita Isaac.
Matthew Hami On.
Alex Rose Troutman.
Jason Chen.
Moshi Islam.
Desiree Lene Only.
Cameron Antoinette Trumper.
Charlotte Grace Tremella.
Brandon Christopher Jackson.
Fernando Rook.
John Trung.
Gavin Michael Tremella.
Liam Quinn Jackson.
Stanley Emmanuel Otanga Abadohen.
Benjamin Ashby Tucker.
Nathan James Cherry.
Henry Michael Jacobs.
Dennis Mossio Oyella Ramos.
Evelyn Bridget Turner.
Abigail Yeon Cho.
Saida Barisha Jaffrey.
Bryce Evan Pace.
Israel Rashawn Underwood.
Ho Yin Cho.
Ishan Jahan.
Nakai Paget.
Duran Terrell Upchurch III.
Caleb Haesung Choi.
Haley Alyssa Jane.
Nathan Luca Pagnoni.
Aziza Yershova.
Subin Choi.
Ayal Jayal Jameson.
Lily Lynn Page.
Musa Uzman.
Jasu Chong.
Michael John Jansen Jr.
Elias James Panachida.
Chase Edward Utz.
Debaraj Chowdhury.
Suchi S. Gerodia.
Evelyn Rose Papula.
Giorgio Vidarlis.
Hassan Chowdhury.
Orvi Mithukumar Javia.
Jill Barat Kumal Parasana.
Alyssa Jennings Valdivia.
Roman Chowdhury.
Enola Noel John Baptiste.
Logan Matthew Palco.
Yvette Alejandra Valle Cortez.
Shafin Ishraq Chowdhury.
MD Isbap Kabir Jahan.
Weston Tile Paskowich.
Aubrey Dolores Van Osten.
Elizabeth Han-Ah Chung.
Kevin F. Jang.
Jennifer Christina Paswick.
Masik Tien Kai Vandermolen.
Paige Yayan Chung.
Christian Cornelius John.
Adi P. Patel.
Carla Vanessa Vengas Santos.
Gianna Maris Ciccone.
Jewel Raquel Johns.
Anna Pragnes Patel.
Jaziela Evelina Varias.
Madison Virginia Semino.
Christian Gabriel John Wallace.
Arjun Pitan Patel.
Puskar Vassal.
Muhammad Siseko.
Giselle Isabella Johnson.
S. Patel.
Christian Jose Veliz Guerra.
Benjamin Thomas Clark.
Marlon Pearl Johnson.
Hoff Patel.
Nico Phoenix Venziel.
Shauna Marie Clark.
Samaya Lynn Johnston.
Heat Patel.
Nikhil Venkadesan.
Camellia Adelaide Clark.
Sierra Camille Johnson.
Gia Patel.
Vinaya Venkat.
Patrick Brian Clayton.
Kalisa Jonna Johnson Smith.
Kabir Atul Patel.
Gianluca Gabriel Verilo Piccolo.
Riley Jane Clellan.
Kyle Vincent Johnston.
Monel Pravin Patel.
Kelly Lynn Villard.
Dana Natalia Coakley.
Chase Joseph Jones.
Nana Felis Patel.
Athlesh Vimoldev.
Daniela Josephine Coca.
Michael Eric Jones.
Prathan Panav Patel.
Leilani Gabriela Vinale Cesana.
Alana Elizabeth Cole.
Victor Robert Jones.
Prayruk Gutham Patel.
Jaron Joseph Vines.
Matthew Christopher Cole.
Rudra N. Joshi.
Camille Vimal Patel.
Francesco Frederick Vos.
Josiah Coleman.
Yana Jovanovic.
Fallon Pratesh Patel.
Lauren Nicole Volmer.
Mara Joyce Coleman.
Charlie James Josephowski.
Viv Sunil Patel.
Brennan Cole Von Hagel.
Cameron J. Collins.
Ella Sandra Deska.
Frina D. Patel.
Alexander Frederick Voss.
Casey Jaden Collins.
Lily Kathleen Jeska.
Freya K. Patel.
Gianna Sophia Vizalo.
Julianne Javier Colon.
Tasrifa Hilal Juti.
Vanny Atul Patel.
Hillary An Vu.
Edgar Varela Columna.
Horace Joti.
Rakesh J. Patel.
Ved Valles.
Abigail Kathleen Connolly.
MD Abdullah Ghafi.
Faraz Vinod Patel.
Autumn Lorraine Wajda.
Corinne Alessandra Connolly.
Chase Howard Kaler.
Runda Patel.
Caroline Emily Walsh.
Andrew Warner Cook.
Hannah Kang.
Mackay Isaiah Patterson White.
Jonathan Frederick Walters.
Abigail Regina Cooper.
Jason Orion Karchner.
Colton Jacob Paulison.
Zachary Wang.
Annalise McKenna Coover.
Riot Abrar Kareem.
Giovanni Salvatore Palvaniti.
Noelle Rose Warner.
Lucas Dominic Copley.
Kashish V. Carrera.
Christina Marie Pavlik.
Samani Angelique Washington.
Gianna Mary Corrado.
Juliana Lee Keem.
Charles Henry Pearson.
Yaira Shai Washington.
Lila Ann Cosman.
Isabella Marie Key.
Gianna Pellegrino.
Jameer Gregory Watkins.
David Costa.
Ace A. Kiesler.
Willow M. Penbrook.
Nicholas Sawyer Watts.
Sayel Coward.
Jackson Robert Kelly.
Ava Marie Pendergraph.
Adam R. Walls.
Mason David Coyne.
Marley Kathleen Kelly.
At Oscar Palata Columna.
Emerson Julia Webb.
Jackson Anthony Kraft.
Gail Kendrick.
Tanuk Sana Pereira.
Demi Alicia Webb Dennis.
Katie Jane Christ.
Brady Clark Canali.
Moeli Perez Bonilla.
Dylan Alexander Webb Dennis.
Levi Aleem Crowder.
Keegan William Canali.
Bohelio Perez Perez.
Ethan Michael Weed.
Cameron Crowley.
Mara Rose Kennedy.
Melanie Isabel Perez Santana.
Sterling Parker Weidman.
Ryan Crowley.
Liliana Hope Kenny.
Jameson Wayne Poloff.
Haruka Hannah Weir.
Abigail Catherine Michaela Comiskey.
Claire Felicity Kermis.
Dax Calbreth Perry.
William James Weir.
William Patrick Curlett.
Sophia Evelyn Kearney.
Sean Thomas Peters.
Joseph Paul Weiss.
Brendan Matthew Curley.
Amir Abdul Kichi Kaim Khalid.
Jenna Lynn Peterson.
Landon Thomas Welch.
Anthony Joseph Michael D'Ambrosio.
Zion Ali Kichi Kaim Khalid.
Hip Din Pham.
Edison Welches.
Cole Patrick D'Ambrosio.
Victoria Natalie Kambata.
Jaden Russell Phelps.
Joseph Tyler Wellhalf.
Vince Vikrant Deslava.
Macy Welsh.
Allison Joan Doms.
Munam Nilal Khan.
Erica Lynn Pickford.
Zoe Claire Welsh.
Bailey Brian Doms.
Naveed Hussein Khan.
Philip Martin Pinkowski.
Matthew Wang.
Kelsey Elizabeth Danko.
Aradia Kanam.
Matthew John Pimpinella.
Fiona Marie Wenger.
Priyana Das.
Sukanya Kandawal.
Christopher Michael Lee Parag.
Anmai Catherine Whalen.
Brooke Danielle Davis.
Alicia Pankasi Capri.
Matthew Xavier Stephen Parag.
Cassandra Pearl Wheelis.
Sahidi Lakshmi Davaluri.
Zakaria Kemes.
Ella Dorothy Pronti.
Tatiana Caprice White.
Benjamin Allen Dawson.
Melissa S. Kichukova.
Emily Ann Pronti.
Lily Sophia Whitehouse.
Chandrima Debbie.
Alicia Hannah Kim.
Giovanni Michael Ploife.
Aiden Hope Whitney.
Piper Jolie Dieter.
Carl Jehoon Kim.
Cole James Pluck.
Kylie Aaron Wick.
Sonia Elizabeth Delcide Gomez.
Daniel Lee Kim.
Raynot N.M.N. Ploki.
Anya Evelyn Wheelock.
Haley Marie DeLong.
Ellie Chris Kim.
Jamil Navan Pollard.
Alexandra Sophia Williams.
Joseph Dominic DiMaria.
Hadassah Shayasa Kim.
Ryan Addison Poole.
Amaya Amani Williams.
Cameron
Haoun Kim.
Elise Demetrius.
Haoun Kim.
Just Call Luis Porterio.
Hayden Richard Williams.
Nicholas Andrew DiPolo Jr.
Helen Kim.
Anna Petrusalova.
Leilani Sabrian Reed Williams.
Ryan Michael DeSanto.
Seojin Kim.
Sophia Lucio Patso.
Luke Michael Williams.
Vedika Deepak Deshpande.
Matthias Joseph Kishuda Jackson.
Michaela Elizabeth Potts.
Martin Curtis Williams.
Colin Gleason Devaney.
Courtney Paige Klein Gunther.
Caleb Watto Prince.
Seamus McBride Williams.
Konstantin Detlov.
Simmer Claire.
Jalen K. Price.
Tejan Angel James Williams.
Brian Stephen Diaz.
Maya Lynn Clufetos.
Mackenzie Ellen Price.
Adriana Delaney Wills.
Ivis Ariel Diaz Reyes.
Julia Hallie Knobloch.
Tegan James Prince.
Alasia Felicia Wilson Best.
Rhea Nicole DiDomizio Carr.
Jacob Ryan Cook.
Madison Page Pritz.
Silas Edward Winship.
Benjamin Stephen Deal.
Nicholas Charles Cook.
Dominic John Pugliese.
Emma Marie Wisniewski.
Lila Nicole Rose Deal Berge.
Sarah Marie Kester.
Alexander Philip Pyle.
Nathan Eric Wahlberg.
Sarah Nicole Deal.
Advaith Kalipara.
Marie Rose Keyleth Rosa.
Jack Christopher Woodland.
Catherine Elizabeth DeLenge.
Luke David Kolongwoski.
Alfat Rahman.
Michaela Nadia Wright.
Al-Admin M. Dimon.
Tanush Kolte.
Nafis Rafi Rahman.
Reagan Weich.
Mason Grant Demaro.
Malini Asha Kondasetti.
Tanya Faljana Rahman.
Glenn Xavier.
Dominic Ralph DiNapoli.
Joyce H. Koo.
Natasha Nicole Rainey.
Kenneth Shujor.
Dominic Zane DeSanto.
Lucas Joseph Kolik.
Prajit Rajan.
Ethan Dayan Yala.
Ansh V. Dobaria.
Ian Kozlowski.
Quetha Rajan.
Ayush Ahiraj Yavagal.
Ziana Marie Copel Dobson.
Daneta Rose Kratz.
Jason Paul Ross Kumal.
Emma Mackenzie Yoder.
Samira Haidia Dockett.
Joshua Tyler Kraus.
Kival Dimas Rami.
Vaishnav Yogabalakrishnan.
Jason Gente Dodge.
Kevin James Kraus.
Kristen James Ramirez.
Echo Ann Yordi.
Brady Andrew Dolder.
Kira Marie Krebs.
Alyssa Maria Ramos.
Gavin Charles Young.
Raj Domadia.
Ivy Monique Creed.
Ashley Regina Ramos.
Ashley Hodgin Yu.
Christian Mateus Dover.
Audrey Lynn Kriebel.
Yelson Isaiah Ramos Delson.
Brian Tejun Yoon.
Sanzina Efreen Drishti.
Skyly Ann Creer.
Matthew Elliott Randa.
Lydia Miso Yoon.
Elena Charlotte Drole.
Craig Joseph Cronmiller.
Molly Marcel Randall.
Shailene Yoon.
Bryn Jameson Duffy.
Tyler Allen Cronmiller.
Bronwyn Jane Randolph.
Jack Aaron Zagwoski.
Lindsay Ann Dugan.
Ayushi Kukarni.
Derek Joseph Ranjan.
Alexander Zamudio.
Jacob Henry Dold.
Joshua Edward Culp.
Guna Krita Ranjif Kumal.
Amelia Grace Zainine.
Hananiana Krishna Azul Duran Vele.
Callie Page Ransom.
Wilmer Adene Zavala Almendarez.
Maylin Kunakorn.
Alavi Navu Rafid.
Emma Grace Zelt.
Tristan James Derns.
Jordan Mackenzie Kuntz.
Jomana Ramsey.
Jihad Zidane. Colin Christopher Zwizlewski. Deanna Paige Yanni.
Your class of 2025 officers. Your communications director, Haley Alexandra Swider.
Your class treasurer, Miranda Catherine Hull.
Your class secretary, Gia S. Barberia.
Your class vice president, Miriam Hameg.
And your class president, Rachel Marie Lynn.
Now we will read the names of the students graduating in absentia. Daniel Zachariah Ashcroft, M. Boquist, Killian Carlin, Mackenzie Grace Chapman, Nicholas Danelli Pervidor, Sally Amon Duraz, Nicholas Alexander D'Angelo, Maximus Alexander Fabian, Chance Myson Gill, Charlie Luis Gill, Marcus James Gowans, Samantha Rose Haggerty, Samantha Michelle Hartnett, Matthew Mark Hitchens, Michaela Johnson,
Raymond Lynn, Jillian Michelle Mallon, Kaylee Rose McGregor, Albie Morshed, Trevor Albert Murphy, Michael Allen Pye III, Jolene Sky Rock, Ronald Sullivan III, Mila Williams, Lawrence Zahir Wood, Sarah Yoon, Joseph Michael Zima. And this evening, we have one student who is graduating posthumously, Jaden James Rodriguez. We remember Jaden as someone who embodied empathy, kindness, compassion, humility, and a sincere desire to make the world a better place. And for these qualities, his legacy lives on as a member of the class of 2025.
Congratulations to all our graduates. Before our closing remarks and the moving of the tassel, we want to remind you that as in past years, each graduate's name will appear on the marquee at the front entrance of the high school. Names will appear twice for 5 minutes each time. The schedule for those names will be posted on our website on June 23rd. The names will appear on the marquee beginning on June 30th. Please feel free to be here at the designated time for a photo opportunity. To the graduating class, you are incredibly special to us. We are so proud of all of you and all you have accomplished. As you step into this next chapter, know that you carry with you not just knowledge, but the pride and admiration of everyone who has cheered you on.
All right, graduates, at this time, please rise as you are able. It is now time for you to join us in changing your tassel. Hold on to your caps. Changing your tassel from right to left to signify your accomplishment. Please remain standing in preparation for Dr. Bauer to officially declare you as graduates of North Penn High School. Dr. Bauer.
Okay, to the class of 2025, in preparation for this moment, I sat down to count how many graduations I've been to. And between my own, my wife, my siblings, her siblings, and all the years in education, I've been to about 40. And at the end of all those graduations, the president, the superintendent, the whomever gets up here, and their message generally says, "You did it, we are proud of you, and good luck." So tonight, my speech will be, "You did it, we're proud of you, and good luck." By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the North Penn School District Board of Directors, I now pronounce you graduates. Congratulations!
Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. Let it slide, let your troubles fall behind you, let it shine till you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to, we'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now. In these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate.